Hello, this is Cat's Diamond Painting. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've joined me here before. Have I got a beautiful big and beastie painting for you this week or what? I have got a sneak peek from Diamond Art Club, so thank you as ever to Diamond Art Club for sending this over to me. And this is A Beautiful Morning in Aspen by the artist Lena Owens. This is going to be part of the releases on Saturday, 4th of October. And yeah, what can I say? This one's huge. It is 69.9 centimetres by 104.8 centimetres. And it has square drills. On the side, you can see it has 87 colours, which includes 3 Aurora Borealis diamonds and 3 fairy dust diamonds. And if you don't know what those terms mean, don't worry, I will get into that later on. And it's got over 118,000 diamonds. So yeah, this one's going to be a big old project, but it is beautiful. And as we get into it, I think you're going to see why it had to be so big, because this is detailed. I'm going to say straight away from the off, this is going to be a painting for the confetti lovers. The confetti be intense with this one. So yeah, without any further ado, let's crack on. Now I've removed the plastic cover, I'll just point out that the artwork is wrapped around the box, and you also have a copy of the image here, and a little diddy one on the bottom. So however you're storing your diamond paintings, you're going to be able to see which one's which from the direction that you are going from. Okay, let's get in. These big ones are so heavy. So much project time. Oh! Oops. Okay. Watch out when you open yours, because I have just broken this pulling it out, because it's obviously quite a squeeze in there. Oops. But never mind, there is still plenty of protection for the diamond painting. As you can see, you've got this quite sturdy tray. That has literally never happened to me before. So yeah, there is ample protection for your diamond painting from the elements as it travels to you, because you have this dust cover, then the tray, then the outer box, then the packaging box. Inside we have got a toolkit, the diamond painting and drills, and this little pouch here, which I will go through in a bit. But first off, I always like to start with the toolkit. Excuse me, by the way, if I sound a bit snotty today. I seem to have caught my son's cold. So yeah, here is the toolkit. This one has come with the bag open, but it looks like everything is still in there. Nothing has made an escape. So inside, you have got, focus camera, a little roll of baggies. You've got the tray, which I'll get to in a moment, and then this is what Diamond Art Club calls their twist and pick applicator pen. So you'll see it's a little bit more involved than your standard typical kit pens. It's also got a slightly thicker, more ergonomic feel, which I really appreciate. This end has got a 4-placer loaded on, and this is your sort of standard pen end. So if you have other places that you would like to use with this pen, you can pop them in this end. This end is where the magic happens, the twist and pick action. So if you take the lid off, you will see that this is preloaded with wax. That's the substance that you can see in there. So you just twist it, and the wax will eventually come out of the end there. Ooh, this one's taking quite a lot of twisting, actually. Okay, this one's actually malfunctioned. I've twisted and twisted it, and it's not coming out. There is a little bit of extra plastic there, so I don't know if that's causing a problem. Either way, this one isn't working, but no bother, because that is not going to happen to you. It's never happened to me before, and if it were to happen to you, I have no doubt Diamond Art Club would make it right for you. But just to show you how it works, I've pulled out another pen that I had on hand. This one, well, it's actually got putty in, because that's what they used to send, but the motion of the twist and pick applicator is the same. So you twist it, and then your wax, or putty in this case, will come out the end. You pinch off the excess, and then you are ready to single place. And this is actually a good way to demonstrate that you can put other substances in here. If you have a preferred wax or putty, you can switch it out by untwisting it, clearing it out, and then putting what you prefer in there. So yeah, that is how the pen works. And then we have the tray. So it's branded on the side. Oh, my focus is struggling today. Sorry about that, guys. I'll try and keep an eye out for it. This camera and me have a love-hate relationship. It's a good camera, but it does not like to focus on the things I want it to focus on. Anyway, the trays come like this. They are stackable, so if you have a few of them, they will pop nicely on top of each other and stay in line. And several people who've collected a lot of them are now using these to kit up directly into. That is one way you can do it, because you can put a label here, you've got a lid, you've got a stopper, so your drills are nice and snug. So yeah, the lid slides off like this. The stopper then comes off once the lid is off. And inside, you have some more of that wax that was in the pen. You've got some of their original pink wax, just because some people prefer this formula, so they started to include that as well. And you have got a 7-placer in case that is your preference for the end of the pen. You see it's a nice size tray, particularly for a free toolkit. It's got fairly deep sides, so you're not going to shake your drills out too easily, and you just got a good amount of space there for lining up your drills. So that is your toolkit. Next up, you have this thank you for your purchase pouch with lots of really useful information. So do pay attention to this. You open it up like so, and inside you've got a few bits that I will get to in a moment. But first of all, as you can see, there is lots of information on the inside flaps. So you've got your tips and tricks. You've got a link to join Diamond Art Club's VIP Facebook group, which is a great resource and comes with certain perks, which I'll get to in a bit. You've got how to use and refill the twist and pick applicator pen, because yours is going to work, guys. You've got step-by-step instructions, always helpful to go over, kit contents, and then over here you have got a discount code. So it's very important to know that Diamond Art Club is a shop where you never need to pay full price. There are always discount codes you can use, unless it's, you know, some special item they're releasing that is already heavily discounted anyway. So this one will give you 20% off the first time you purchase on their app. There are several other codes out there, including some evergreen codes. And if you're not sure where to find those, join the Facebook group. If you are a first time purchaser from Diamond Art Club, you're looking to make your very first purchase from them, and you would like to use my affiliate codes, you are more than welcome. Please note, I would make a small amount of commission if you were to do that, so please don't feel obligated. But they're in the description box down below. There is CAT20, which would give you 20% off your first ever purchase, and CAT10, which would give you $10 off, or the equivalent in your local currency. So just, you know, do the maths, figure out which one is going to be better value for you. But make sure you're using a code, whether you use mine or not. They also, I always forget to mention this, but they have a very generous reward scheme where you earn points on all of the purchases that you make. And like I say, it's generous. They mount up quite quickly, and then you can use that to claim, you know, really nice big discounts, or even occasionally get yourself a free kit. So yeah, the price that you see on the website, when all's said and done, you pay a lot less. Okay, next up, because it wanted to escape and pop out to be shown, this is the Treasure Quest card. So Treasure Quest card is Diamond Art Club's name for these trading cards that they include. You'll see it's got a pretty holographic image on it. It has got a bronze border, because this is a bronze card. More on that in a moment. And yeah, it's just a really nice, pretty keepsake. On the back, it says again there that it is bronze. The bronze significance is that these cards can come in different colours. So you can get bronze, and most of us are going to get bronze cards. They are by far the most common. Or you may get silver, gold, or black, depending on how lucky you are. Black cards are super rare, and so on and so forth. And the purpose of that is not just that it's a bit of extra fun and collectability, it's also because you can use these to claim rewards. Remember what I was saying before, like Diamond Art Club are so big on rewards for their customers. So if you go to this website, diamondartclub.com/redeem, which you can hopefully just about read there, despite the glare of the holographic, That will tell you what combinations of cards you would need to collect. And it's normally a certain number of bronze, certain number of silver, and a certain number of gold, or a certain number of black cards. And the rewards will be gift cards, which can be, you know, really nice, tasty values, or the top one is a custom kit. So Diamond Art Club does not generally offer custom kits. That's where you send in your own photo or artwork that you have authorization to use, and they turn it into a kit for you. They don't offer those in general. They only offer them via this process. So these are really valuable for that purpose. And then we have the sticky labels, and I just realised my stomach started rumbling because it's coming up to lunchtime here. I do apologise if any rumbles are caught on camera. I'm going to be mortified if I find out that they are in editing, but I just thought I would explain in advance what those noises may be. Dearie me. Been a long morning, guys. So we have got individually cut sticky labels here, perfect for a logbook. And again, on the back, we've got a sticky label of the actual artwork. And isn't it stunning? It's got a sort of stained glass effect. I looked the artist up because I hadn't heard of her before. And I think, if I remember right, she's a watercolour artist. I'll check that and put a note on the screen. So yeah, it's a really interesting style to produce this sort of artwork. I just thought that was kind of cool because it's just really different and unique. It is so, so pretty. And here inside are the sticky labels for all of our 87 colours. Wowzers, there's a lot of them. And you can tell from the artwork, it's going to be heavily dominated by your reds, oranges and yellows, and then down here your darker shades. But there are lots of different ones in there popping up to give you a bit of variety. So at this end here, we have got 3 ABs. AB stands for Aurora Borealis, as I said before, and they are drills with a special glitzy coating on them that's going to give you nice accents. And then these ones that start with a Z are fairy dust drills. Fairy dust drills have a glittery coating on. It's more of a subtle coating. It's made with mica powder, so it's not in your face, you know, you have to look up close. But again, they are used to provide kind of texture and accents in the painting. So we'll have a look at those in a moment. But yeah, lots of lovely clear symbols, just what I expect from Diamond Art Club. And I always appreciate having pre-cut labels like this. It makes kitting up so much easier. So into the diamond painting we go. So inside the dust cover, you will feel the velvety softness of Diamond Art Club's tarpaulin canvases, which is one of the things they're known for, the canvas quality. It's got a really nice luxurious feel. And then inside here we have the massive drill bag. Just like I thought, those autumnal colours really stand out. Those are the ones that you've got lots of bags of. Lots of browns and dark blues and that kind of thing in there as well. And I see a little AB peeking through there, but I'm going to go through those properly in a little bit. First of all, let's have a little peek at the canvas, and needless to say, with this one being so very firmly in the big and beastie category, I'm not going to be able to show you it all in one go. But never fear, I will pan over it in a little bit. Okay, so I'm just rolling it back on itself to flatten it out quickly, and here it is. Actually, before I unroll it, you can see there just about some grey dotted lines going through the canvas. Those are marking out where there are perforations in the cover. So Diamond Art Club canvases come pre-sectioned for you with perforations in the plastic cover. The plastic cover is also double-sided, just one thing to note, which is good because, you know, we've all done it, haven't we? When you get the wrong side of a cover flopping down on the canvas and it's hell to get off before it sets like cement. Anyways, so it's just another way that you can section up your canvas, because I think pretty much all of us are going to section up a canvas this big. And some people use washi tape, some people use release paper. Now you have this extra way, which is to use the perforations. So yeah, really like the touches like that they offer us. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Guys, it is stunning. But when I said at the start that you need to like confetti for this painting, I was not joking. Yeah. Just in case you're not familiar with the term, confetti is where you are going to be changing the colour of drill in your tray very regularly, because in any one section, you know, you've not got any big blocks of one colour. I would say I don't think there's any colour blocking in this painting, to be honest. You could say there's a tiny bit at the bottom here. There you go. There's like 1 or 2 colours in smallish blocks at the bottom. The entire rest of the painting is confetti, and it's pretty intense confetti. And I think when you look at the original artwork, you can easily see why it has to be that way. And a lot of us, myself included, can really, really enjoy a painting with high confetti at times. So I am not saying it as a negative at all. I just want to stress to people that, you know, maybe don't find that kind of thing enjoyable, what you've got to expect with this painting. Because look at this, guys. That is mad. Oh, it's so pretty though. It really is like a sort of, I don't know, it makes me think of a sort of patchwork quilt. And that doesn't really make any sense because that would be more ordered. But there's just all the little blocks of outlining. Anyway, I think it'll be super satisfying to work up, but it's going to be fairly slow going. Wow. Honestly, there are not many shops you could trust to render a piece this detailed, I think. Most of the extra colours, I think, come down in the bottom. This is, compared to the artwork, when you look at a small picture of the artwork and you can't pick out the details in the same way, the bottom looks just, a lot of it looks dark, and there are darker colours in it, but there's also every other colour under the sun. And that's the kind of rendering perfection that Diamond Art Club brings us, where they bring out every detail of the original artwork. The top, on the other hand, there's going to be lots of colours in there in terms of literal separate DMC shades, but it's mainly, it's red, it's orange, it's yellow, it's green, and those are going to be the main things that come up. So yeah, if you like those colours, which I do, happily enough, that's going to be fun. Wowzers, this is going to be such a project. But I think it's gonna be stunning when it's done. Okay, let's have a look at those colours. Wowzers, there were so many different drill trains for this one. I kept thinking I got to the end of them and then there was another one. Okay, so colours in this kit are 939 and then 4 bags of this gorgeous bright 606 colour, 434, 154, 2 bags of that, 2 bags of 433, 918, 2 fat bags of 740, we're getting into the big bags now, 937, 3857, and that's 3 bags of 823, this very dark blue, and then 2 bags of 801. Next up is 915 and 2 bags of 820, 935, 327 is 2 bags again, 2 bags of 898, 336, 1, 2, 3, 3 bags of 741, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of 972, 2 bags of 947, 797 and 939. Okay, looking at one of the skinnier strips of drills with the small bags, there is 471, 3325, 3787, 211, 913, 738, 3810, 3766, 334, 819, 437, 503, 562, 911, 162, 3819, 3809, 210, and here is the first special drill. This is AB3846. So I think most of us are familiar with ABs by now, but just in case you've never seen one before, you can see that special glitzy coating that's just really pretty. And then there's 436 on the end there. Next strip is 798, 445, that's a lovely bright sunny yellow, 814, 817, 2 bags of 936, ooh, 4 bags of this yellow fairy dust Z307. I'm not sure I've ever had a kit with that many fat bags of a special drill. So with that one, it's actually quite a good colour as well for you to see the fairy dust. So you can see it is subtle. You could mistake them for normal drills, but when you look close, they just add this lovely, lovely texture. Then we have 905, 208, 310, and Z3706, another fairy dust. 934, 921, 3844, 718. Here is AB3609 and AB906 to round off the ABs there. 3608 and our last fairy dust too, Z907. I love these bright greens. I think they're called like parrot green or something, this range in the DMC. And yeah, I don't know why. They're always stuck in my mind because it's just, yeah, funny. I might be wrong though. 500, 3607, 829, 799, 498, 938, 920 and 3837. And then on the last strip of drills, we have 904, 5200. Not often you get pure white in the painting. 209, 505, 3845, 312, 831, 963, 166, 3841, 803, 3823, 3756, 3801. Oh, I live for these bright neon colours. They're so much fun to work with. 3371, 794, 435, 3808, 470 and 501. Loving the sheer volume of some of these super bright, pretty colours. Okay, I'm going to put all these drills away now and pan over the canvas so that you can see it in all its confetti glory a little bit more up close. What do you think, guys? I think there's something a little bit different about this painting. I think the confetti is just so intense. It appeals to a different kind of diamond painter. And when Diamond Art Club previewed this on their page, I saw a lot of comments from people really excited about all the confetti in it. I think it's going to be such a fun project for a lot of us. Okay, now is the bit where I'm going to attempt to find where the special drills go, and I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle with such a big detailed painting, but I will do my best for you. Okay, first up, the green AB. And actually some of it jumped out to me there. And here, a little bit over here. There is also a fair bit going through this green section up here. And is there any at the top? Yeah, there are some small bits up there as well. So quite a bit of that one. And then the pink AB. Oh, a little bit of it just helpfully jumped out at me there. Keep it coming, that is good. I like it when they jump out at me. There is also some here and here. And then here. I mean, as you can see, there are little small pink sections scattered through here. And most of them seem to have just a little bit of this pink AB in them. And then the blue AB, which I think was quite a small bag, which would explain why I am struggling more. There's a little bit there, and there, and there. So yeah, this bottom section where you have the effect of sunlight coming through the trees and playing over the ground seems to have quite a few little small scattered bits of ABs. And that makes a lot of sense when you think about the impact that ABs have as accents. They're often used when there's a kind of lighting effect. So yeah, I like that a lot. Tiny bit there and there. Tiny bit there. Yeah, just little bits of it scattered through. And then the fairy dust diamonds. So the yellow that there was absolutely masses of. First of all, there is quite a bit of it scattered through the yellow sections down here. You know, I see it here. All these little yellow bits down here tend to have a little bit of that in them. And then going further up, there's a lot in this section here. And I am guessing, let's just double check, but I'm pretty confident that, yeah, all of this top section, there is a lot of yellow in it, and a lot of that yellow is the yellow fairy dust, as you would expect, given there were 4 fat bags of it. So yeah, lots of fairy dust action in this one. Then the green fairy dust. There's quite a bit of it going through this greeny section down here. I see some down here as well. And the same over on this side. Not really much green further down. Do we have any higher up? There's a little bit there. Some little bits. I mean, there's less green up top, so unsurprisingly there is less of the green fairy dust. But there are some little bits scattered through. Oh no! I've somehow got my stickers bunched up against me, and I have somehow pulled some of them off. Where's... oh, 17 was stuck to my t-shirt. That was very much on me. I had it too close to me and I was bending it around. Okay, and then lastly, the pink fairy dust. Don't remember that being particularly big. It's a tiny bit there. Not seeing many patches of that sort of shade of pink, really. Oh, here's some. I think this might be where the majority of it is, down in this section. There are quite a few bits of it there. There's a little patch there. little tiny bit there. I mean, obviously with all of these, I'm going to have missed plenty. There's going to be more scattered around than I have actually managed to show you, but it gives you the general idea of where they are. So what do you think? Will you be purchasing this one on Saturday? Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see how this one looks when done. The rendering picture looks great as always, but you never know how it's going to actually turn out till you see one completed. And I'm so intrigued by this as a project. It's certainly going to take me a while to get around to it, so I'm counting on you guys to buy it and show me what it looks like. Thank you again to Diamond Art Club for sending this over to me, and I've done it again, guys. I've just remembered I didn't go through the release times at the start. So I did tell you it is coming out on Saturday the 4th of October, which is tomorrow. The release times are going to vary depending on whether you are in the Diamond or Ruby parts of Diamond Art Club's rewards tier structure or the rest of it. So if you're in those two camps, you get early access. And that is going to be at 9 AM Pacific time, 12 PM Eastern time, or 5 PM UK time. And if you are in one of the other camps, you're just half an hour later for general release. So 9:30 AM Pacific time, 12:30 PM Eastern time, or 5:30 PM UK time. And if you're in a different part of the world and you're not quite sure what that means for you, just plug one of those into Google and it will tell you what time to expect these releases. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, please consider dropping a like on it. It really helps. And if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you stick around, so please consider doing that too. I will hopefully see you again here soon. Bye bye.